satisfaction there.
Hey guys, what's up? Kay here from at Alien Babel Tech. So the FedEx guy dropped off an interesting package today. This is the Samsung Intercept, the new mid-range phone from Samsung that's set to replace the Samsung Moment. Let's go ahead and open the box and take a look what we have inside. So here's the box out of the shipping box, and let's take a look at the phone itself. And here's the back of the box, highlighting the phone itself and the key features. Some other information what the box includes: it is rated for hearing aids, M4 and T3, Wi-Fi certified, Bluetooth, Android. It's as you can see from the picture on the box, it's a QWERTY full keyboard slider. So those of you who like physical keyboards should really enjoy this phone. Let's open the box and see what we have inside. So here's the phone itself in its nice little packaging. So here's the phone itself. It slides out to reveal the full keyboard. It's a 4-row keyboard with number row in the top, so you'll be happy texting on it if you need numbers. Here's the back with a 3.2 megapixel camera and a little mirror to see if you want to get your picture in while taking a picture. Samsung logo with Google. Let's take the screen protector off. The screen is a 3.2-inch TFT LCD, so it should be good while viewing in the sunlight. It should be better than some of the other AMOLED screens you've seen. That looks like to be the speaker. Here's a little micro SD card. Let's open the flap, and I think there is a card installed in there. Let's take a look at it. So it comes with a 2 gig micro SD card. Here's the volume rocker switch, up and down. On the other side you have the 3.5mm jack and a little camera button. On the top you have the USB charging switch, little micro USB, so that's a standard connector. On the bottom you have the mic. Let's open the battery cover. So put your finger in here, just pull it out. So that's where the battery is supposed to go. The good thing is that micro SD card slot is not under the battery, so you can replace micro SD card without having to take out the battery. Let's put the phone aside for a minute and take a look at what we get in the box. Here's a little manual, getting started guide in Spanish, important sprint information, and let's see what that is. Oh, that's a cell phone recycling envelope, so you can send your old cell phone for recycling. Save the nature, be green, and a basics guide to the Intercept, and it's in color, so it's easy, makes easy reading. Here's a micro SD to SD adapter, so you can use it anywhere else, like for example put it in your. Here's a USB to micro USB cable, so you can use this for syncing up with your PC, or it can also be used for the charging. Just putting it in this wall charger. Here's the USB port, so just hook the USB port in here. Here's the battery itself. It's a 1500 milliamp hour battery, so I'm hoping it should provide with pretty good battery life. Let's put it in here and boot up the phone. Right, so the phone is turned on almost. Nice looking home screen. So as I put my hand on there, it says drag to unlock. So I'm just going to drag, and it's going through the activation process. Alright, so the device is activated, and I'm going to hit restart. So the activation happened over the air. They need to call into customer service. Pain-free activation. Kudos to Sprint over here. One thing that you'll notice that although it looks like it might be default Android, I think Samsung might have done some customization to the software, like the HTC does to their phones, like the HTC Sense. So let's see. The phone is checking for a PRL update. Didn't even wait for me to unlock it, and PRL updated. So device must reset the radio. Okay, Sure, by all means, go ahead and check for a software update. Please wait. So after turning on the phone, it seems to have a update. So I'm gonna go ahead and update it. Before I do that, I'm gonna take a look at the more info. Alright, so it says the system update resolves the Google Sky Map motion detection functionality. So let's go ahead and install it. Alright, so let's continue the phone hardware tour. So this is the menu button. If you're familiar with Android, then you know what that does. And this is the home button. So if you are on a different home screen, you press that and come back. That is the back button. So if you are on a screen, if you want to go back, just hit that. And that is the search button, so you can access search quickly from anywhere. And these buttons look like they have been carried over from the Samsung's Galaxy S lines, as does the software. Let me show you a quick hint over here, and let me pull down the window shade and show you what I mean. Alright, oops. Alright, see there, the 4 icons, the Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, silent and vibration, those seem to have carried over from Samsung's Galaxy S line. That's unique to Samsung, and I guess that's a part of the customization of the software they've done. And let's take a look at something else. So that's the call, that's the button for making the calls, and it takes you directly to your keypad or your call log. And that's the call end button. Acts as the power on button, as well as the for turning off the screen. And that is the optical trackpad. You can move around with that, or you can even click on the apps to, instead of touching on the screen, to start the apps. So let's pull up the browser here and show you how the optical trackpad works. So you can scroll around with the optical trackpad. Notice that the manufacturers are starting to move away from the trackballs, which tend to get dirty after a while and tend to lose their functionality. So the optical trackpads are in a way better than that in that sense. So let's go back to the home screen, and the phone just feels really snappy right now. It only has 3 home screens though. But that's a quick look at the hardware and the unboxing, and then I'll be back to show you the software and few benchmarks.